Okay guys, welcome back to another episode as part of Badass Media Production Season 4. So in this video, I'm going to be looking at manly performances that should have won Oscars. So here we go with the list. Okay, so first choice is going to be Stephen Graham and his performance as Combo in This Is England. Okay, so Combo's character is an ex-convict and very much a racist type character. He's a character who can come off as very convincing and very charismatic and also very intimidating. He's a type of character who can really be kind of infectious, as in he can really kind of mold people to do what he wants. He's very much a character that really is convincing, and it's a really interesting performance by Stephen Graham, and Stephen Graham really does nail the performance of Combo, this guy who's very much about white power. And you know, in every scene Stephen's in, he really nails every side of Combo. He's a very interesting and very complex character, and Stephen Graham nails every single scene he's in. The thing about Combo is, he's not a big guy, he's not a massive guy, he's a relatively small guy. Stephen Graham is not a big actor, he's probably about 5'6", 5'7", but yeah, in every scene that Combo is in, he dominates every single scene like no other performer. And this is just a wonderful performance. It should have got more appreciation than it got, because his performance, Stephen Graham's performance as Combo, is one of the best performances in This Is England. And This Is England is actually one of the best English films of the last decade, and it's a shame, it's an absolute shame that Stephen Graham didn't get recognised for it. Okay, so my next choice is going to be Tom Hardy as Michael Peterson, aka Charlie Bronson in Bronson, the notorious prisoner, one of England's biggest famous criminal. And Tom Hardy, he just is incredible. This is one of the greatest transformations I've ever seen for a performance, and it shows you how much Tom Hardy put into the performance. It's so weird how much you follow Bronson as a character. I mean, he's a character who does a lot of horrible things, but yet Tom Hardy's performance shows you how interesting Bronson is, and you are compelled to almost like him, almost, you know, appreciate him. We see how he kind of struggles with social life and how he struggles outside of prison and how he finds his own place in prison. And Tom Hardy really nails those elements. The way the story is told is also remarkably done. The idea of having Tom Hardy narrate his own story. These moments are great because it really shows a comic side to Tom Hardy, and that's amazing too. It's a great film, a great performance. Tom Hardy should have got nominated for it. Okay, so my next choice is Hugh Jackman as Keller Dover in Prisoners. Now, Hugh Jackman plays Keller, and himself is very much a caring father, and we see Hugh Jackman in a different light. We see him kind of very much a low-key performance in the start of the film. We see him kind of associating with his neighbours, very much a relatively normal character. But it's soon when his daughter goes missing, that we see an absolute intimidating powerhouse performance as he takes one of the main suspects prisoner and he just torments him, and it's so powerful, it's so intimidating and scary. And this is the scariest we've seen Hugh Jackman before, of course, Logan, and this performance acts as almost a template for how gritty and raw his performance can be as Logan. And Hugh Jackman's performance is so good, just at the lengths he will go to find his daughter. It's just portrayed in every single scene he's in, and it's just a wonderful movie. He should have got Oscar nominated for it. Okay, so my next choice did actually get Oscar nominated but didn't win, and that of course is Woody Harrelson's performance as Captain Tony Stone in Messenger. He is a soldier, he's a recovering alcoholic soldier, and he works as part of the casualty notification officers. So basically he's a guy who goes to door to kind of families who have lost, you know, a loved one in a war, and those guys are the guys that delivers the message. And throughout the film, he plays a character who's real stone-hearted and very much a character who's by the books. He's got a way of doing things, he's got a system of doing things, and he doesn't portray that much emotion. And it's really interesting seeing that side. And we also see a funny, witty side as he bonds with his partner Will Montgomery, and he himself is kind of his partner, and he's trying to train him the ropes of being, this kind of messenger, and telling him not to actually break down in front of these people, don't hug these people. And it's really interesting seeing this side of Woody Harrelson playing this really gritty, raw character. But what makes it so good is there is a scene in the end of the film where his partner, Sergeant Will Montgomery, he's telling him a story, a really sad story in which he himself thought of taking his own life. And seeing Woody's reaction, his performance to that, seeing this kind of stone-hearted character almost fall down and break down after hearing this story is wonderful, one of the highlights of the film. And from that scene alone, he should have won a goddamn Oscar. Okay, so my last choice is actually Tom Cruise, Captain Nathan Albram in The Last Samurai. Okay, so Ken Watanabe got nominated, but I think Tom Cruise should have got nominated as well. His performance as a depressed alcoholic soldier who feels regret and remorse after the events that happened during the American-Indian War is absolutely incredible, and seeing the flashbacks and his torture that he experiences in his dreams is incredibly interesting. His almost want to die, is incredibly interesting as well. His rejection of his own country towards the end of the film is also incredibly interesting. How he kind of develops a love for a new country is absolutely wonderful. It's a performance that's not completely Tom Cruise. He's not completely charismatic as well. It's a performance that's actually completely different to what we've seen him before. It's kind of a performance that's kind of more emotional, more real, more heartbreaking, and Tom Cruise really nails every scene in that film. He should have won an Oscar for that film. So those are just some manly performances that should have actually got Oscar nominated or won an Oscar. So if you guys have a choice or a performance that you thought was manly enough that should have got Oscar nominated, put it down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see.